going, guys? Welcome to Can You Game on It Morning Breakfast Edition, because this is possibly one of the earliest I've ever recorded Can You Game on It. I'm not really a morning person. Anyways, for this week, let me just finish chewing. Anyways, this is ASUS's latest offering in their mobile phone range. Think of it as a mini ROG 5, or at least that's what I've been told. So let's find out about this phone, shall we? Don't slam it. Gently put it down. Do the intro, CK. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be reviewing the ASUS Zenfone 8, as I mentioned before earlier. So let's talk a little bit about the specs. So this phone comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's right, that's as much RAM as my current PC at home and as much RAM as most laptops on the market right now. Mind-blowing. Also, guys, with it comes the brand new Snapdragon 888, 256 gigabytes of storage, as well as a 4000 milliamps battery, which comes with 30-watt fast charging. In my opinion, 4000 milliamps battery is quite average when it comes to most phones nowadays, especially because some phones are on 5000 or 6000. But I guess it's because the size, that's why they're not able to put in more. This is actually touted as one of the more compact yet powerful devices on the market. One-handed usage only measures at 5.9 inches, which is a lot smaller than a lot of the phones in the market right now, which I feel like a lot of the phones are going back to smaller phones because a lot of people are starting to think that, smaller phones are the rage again. On top of that, guys, the screen, 120 Hz AMOLED display. For this small phone, 120 Hz, that's pretty crazy. Also, it comes with dual speakers, which I really love, which is great for gaming as well as movie watching or music listening, up to you what you want to do. Also, the top here gives variety back to the gamers. 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as the USB Type-C port at the bottom here. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about the design. So the design actually touts as like a one-handed phone. It's small, it's compact, it's great for anyone from large hands to small hands, and it allows people to use phones with one hand. But for me personally, I can't really reach the top of my screen because I do have smaller than usual hands, but it is a lot better than using big phones. Think of like the iPhone 8 Plus, 7 Plus, and even the Samsung Notes. I absolutely cannot reach the top at all. I have to actually use two hands and then move my hand up like this because yes, small T-Rex hands. Also, another thing that I really like about this is the rounded edges. Very comfortable to hold. I feel like sharp edges, like as much as I like sharp edges, I prefer rounded edges. It's just more comfortable, and because it does have a flat screen, which makes it really great for me. Also, the rounded edges here on the side here makes it really great for gaming as well. And the back has kind of like rounded, a 3D curve they call it, and it rests so nicely in your hands. I feel like even if I'm using this phone one-handedly, I am not prone to dropping phones. Also, another thing I really appreciate about this phone is the LED light notification, which you can find at the bottom here, which is really great. So if you get a notification, if you get a call, it will blink. Also, it shows you if you're almost out of battery, if it's charging as well. I really appreciate that. A lot of phones actually don't have that anymore, and bringing that back, it just makes me so happy. So another thing I really like about this phone is actually the matte finishing on the back, because it actually stops your fingerprints from smudging. Honestly, for me, I'm such a big fan of phone cases. Yes, you can tell me I'm a Nezuko big fan. I simp for Nezuko because of this. But for this one personally, because of how nice it looks and because it doesn't, smudge, I'm totally okay with not using a case. So long as you don't drop your phones a lot, because that would be a problem. Alright guys, let's talk a little bit about performance. So the first game I tried out was Asphalt 9. It's definitely one of the more demanding games on phones. So for this one, I kicked up the graphics all the way to high performance, and it was such a blast to play on. No lag, stutters, plays as smooth as BTS's new single Butter. Oh yeah. So, CK, please play the song. No, I'm just kidding. Copyright's gonna happen. But for real though, what I liked most about playing Asphalt on this phone is definitely because of the dual speakers. Because Asphalt is the kind of game that you hear the roar and rumble of the cars. There's some really sick soundtracks. Yeah, definitely a great phone to play on. Love it. Okay guys, let's talk about the next game, which is PUBG Mobile, one of the most popular shooters here in Southeast Asia. So What I liked about this, I was actually really shocked to find that it actually can play on highest, which is Ultra HD, but it does need to be downloaded separately, which means that before you hop into the game, make sure you set the graphics, download it, and then play the game to make sure that you can run Ultra HD. It can also run extreme FPS, but I don't recommend it because it does get a little bit more on the warmer side when you play, so definitely stick to the second highest option, which is highest. The dual speakers aren't necessarily the best when it comes to shooter games because you need that directional audio, but it does work pretty fine for games such as PUBG Mobile because of the fact that it does come with an in-screen kind of like indicator. So you have an idea where it is based on the audio and just the indicator itself. But if you're gonna go hardcore, I definitely recommend headphones, but definitely like not needed for every single time you play PUBG Mobile. Gameplay was smooth, no lag, stutters. And honestly, if you love playing PUBG Mobile on highest graphics, looks aesthetically nice, this is a great phone for you to game on. Okay, moving on to the heaviest game of the lot. Let's talk about Genshin Impact, my current favorite game. My waifu Pokemon simulator. Yes, while everyone wails to get like C1, C2 Zhongli and the best build and the best team, I don't care who I get. I just want every single character, like Pokemons, in my collection, okay? I don't care about... So, for Genshin Impact on default, when you first log into Genshin Impact, it was already on medium. I was like, sir? Already on medium? You got some balls! And oh my god, for good reason though. Genshin Impact plays so smoothly on the phone. I was like, what? You're running mid and it's so smooth? That's so nice. And then I was like, you know what? This phone comes with 120 hertz display. I'm gonna kick it up to 60 hertz. And it was great until the heat happened. Yes guys, Genshin Impact on 60 FPS mid made the phone so goddamn hot. So 100% avoid that setting because your phone's gonna spoil. It's not good, okay? It might just shut off from the intense heat. Mid graphics 30 FPS, there is heat absolutely, a little bit more on the warmer side, but at least it's not hot. But the thing is, even if it's a little bit on the warmer side, I do worry about the battery life. I think, like it or not, you're gonna have to kick it down to low. But the thing is, what I really like about it is because like, it's just so smooth to play on. It's as smooth as playing on PC. Also guys, I just want to add something. The screen on this phone, because it's the perfect slipperiness, it's actually so great for playing video games on. Alright, so let's talk about League of Legends Wild Rift. It's one of the phones that is so optimized for mobile. I'm pretty sure a lot of even lower end phones can run it. So obviously, this phone runs it pretty well, even on 60 FPS. Not even, actually barely any heat generated. It's so smooth. I love it so much. So, golden question of the day is, can you game on the ASUS Zenfone 8? Abso-freaking-lutely, yeah, one of the most compact, nicest to hold gaming phones I have ever experienced. And for anyone saying it's like a mini ROG, heck yeah, it is. Honestly, it's a really great all-round phone. And if you like playing on it, if you feel like it's like it's too small a game on, what I would do for Genshin Impact, I mean, I would like get a stand like this, put it on, and then I'll get a Bluetooth controller and I'll play games on it. 300 IQ play. For now, I'ma play more Genshin Impact because I heard that this new banner, there's Klee. I love Klee. I haven't gotten her yet. Don't tell people that I'm gonna wail on her. Boy!